everybody, and welcome back to the Entertainment Brick Show. So today, if you saw the last video, then you already know what this video is going to be about. Last video was about the DCEU, the DC movie film universe, potentially getting some new projects, which is very exciting, and of course, I want Lego sets from them. But this video is all about the new Batman, Robert Pattinson Batman universe plan / rumors / future for this universe. Now, I saw the Batman movie when it came out in, March? It's been a while now, but it came out in March of this year, 2022, and it was great. I loved the movie. I'm so glad we got Lego sets based off of it. I'm so grateful for that Lego actually made some DC sets for that film, and I really loved the movie. It was super good. And I can't wait for a sequel, which I already know is in development. We're going to talk about that later. But there was just a plethora of brand new news about the Batman and the Batman universe, and it's super exciting. I can't wait to talk about it. I want to get right into it because I'm so excited. So first off, there's been some word, some rumor, some things being thrown around about a Scarecrow, Professor Pig, and Clayface movies, all separate. So, like, Clayface will get a movie, Scarecrow's going to get a movie, and Professor Pig's going to get a movie, all, like, separated movies. This is a great idea. What I'm kind of comparing it to is, like, how Sony is making Spider-Man villain movies, but they're not very good. I, think they're actually terrible. Like, Venom was bad, Morbius, awful. They're making Madam Web is coming up, I know, and I think Kraven the Hunter's going to get his own movie. Like, very, very weird things that they're choosing or deciding to do for this Sony Marvel universe. That I think is just kind of screwing everything up in the MCU, in my opinion. But with this, I'm kind of comparing it to this, how there's going to be like this, the DCEU is going to be running, and then you have this whole separate Batman universe that's going to be running alongside as well. But what's good is that they've completely like separated these universes, and I think that these maybe could work a little bit better, because with the whole thing, I mean, I guess it's kind of very similar, huh? Where it's like, you know, you kind of like in the Sony Marvel movies, you kind of follow, like, a guy, and then follow, like, the villain, and then I guess these movies would be similar, but I just think the tone and kind of, like, the atmosphere of the first Batman movie, the Batman, if they use that kind of tone and feel for these movies, this Clayface, Professor Pig, and Scarecrow movies, I think that it could probably top the Sony universe. Well, I think it's pretty easy to top the Sony universe just because of how bad those movies are, but if they kept that kind of tone with, like, developing this origin story for this villain and then reusing them in, like, a Batman movie, I think that could be really cool. Like, just have zero Batman in there, nothing like that. Just have, like, Clayface, whatever. I remember what his alter ego is. I forget what his name is. But, you know, him just kind of, like, living his life, then he gets affected by the clay and then becomes Clayface and, like, this whole monster and everything. Like, I don't want to see, like, you know, the Clayface movie. The villain of the Clayface movie is some, you know, other clay creature. Like, I don't know if I'd like that as much as almost like a documentary on this character's life, sort of, and just how they're trying to or how they're struggling and how they're living their lives. You know, with this, I guess, curse for Clayface's situation. Unless he doesn't count as a curse, you know, who knows? And then same thing with Professor Pig, like, just like this very character focused film about, you know, this crazy psycho killer, I guess, in this case. And then with Scarecrow, you know, and once again, another very character-focused piece about Jonathan Crane becoming the Scarecrow. Like, that's what I kind of want, rather than, like, having, like, shoehorning in this silly villain to kind of have, like, this big third act ending scene of you know, the movies like the Marvel Sony movies do a lot. I wouldn't want that. I want the same kind of tone, the same kind of feel as the Batman movie, just put with these movies and these characters, and I think it would be perfect, personally. But, insanely excited for all this. Very excited, and if these movies aren't too dark, if they aren't rated R, you know, that kind of situation, which I don't think they will be, but, I would love to get sets, please. As weird as it would be to get, like, a Clayface movie Lego set, it'd still be kind of cool, because I'd love to get Clayface as, like, a minifigure form Clayface. Would love to see that, but same thing with Professor Pig. They have, like, a Professor Pig minifigure, although that could be a little dark, so I don't know if they do that. And then same thing with Scarecrow, like, having Scarecrow as, like, the main character, main minifigure in the set, and then have a, you know, it could work. Regardless, I want sets for him, and then it would be really cool. So yeah, that's kind of that. I kind of spent a lot of time talking about that because just how excited I am for it. Next up, Batman 2. The Batman 2, sequel to the Batman, sequel to the first Batman. I did see, I think it was Matt Reeves posted the ending of the script of the sequel to the Batman, or like kind of like a snapshot of the side of it, and I did notice a name highlighted or capitalized rather, which means when you're writing a script, it means that you be introducing this character, I believe, and I believe it said Hush. I believe it said Hush, which is exciting. So maybe there's like an end credit scene with Hush in it. That'd be kind of cool. Now with the Batman 2, it is happening for sure, absolutely without a doubt happening, and that is wildly exciting. And I really love the first movie, and I cannot wait for this sequel. It's probably gonna take a couple years to make this movie, which is completely fine with me as long as it's amazing. And for the Lego side of this, I wouldn't mind another 3 sets based off this movie, just like the first one. They did make 3 sets for the first movie. Would love to see 3 sets for this movie as well. But perhaps maybe a few more would be nice too. So maybe they did like 5 sets based off this movie. That might be a little too much, but still, 4 or 5 sets for this movie I think could kind of be cool rather than just 3. But then again, if they did only do 3, that's okay. I'm fine with that. As long as we do get sets for this movie, because I loved the Batman, like the first movie's sets. I thought they were great. I loved all the motorcycles. I loved the Batmobile. Oh, the Batmobile was amazing. All the figures were really well done, and the Batcave was pretty cool as well. And it was a fairly cheap Batcave for a Batcave, at least. They're usually around like 100, I believe. Well, actually, I guess minus the 12 one, which was 60, I believe, when it came out. But probably not anymore. If you go on eBay and look for that set, it's probably closer to 100 is my guess. Regardless, again, would love to get some sets for the Batman 2. Really hoping they follow through with that. Whenever the movie comes out, though. It's probably going to be years, though. Next up is some of the other projects that the Matt Reeves Batman universe has been kind of confirmed at this point, I believe. And that is the Penguin show with Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell's Penguin was amazing in that first movie. And now he's getting his own series, which is super exciting. It's all about him starting out as this gangster and moving up to be this crazy crime boss, which I absolutely cannot wait for. I feel like that show's going to be so good. And from an article that I read, I forget what it's from, I believe it says that they're filming next year, as in 2023 they're going to start filming. So absolutely cannot wait for that. If the show kind of has, like, I guess, the similar feel to the Batman, with like that whole the Iceberg Lounge club setting and everything, this show could just be amazing. I'm so excited for this show. And would absolutely love to get some sets based off this show. At least one would be kind of cool, I think, personally. I know they don't really do sets based off of shows. They didn't even do any for the Marvel Disney Plus shows, really, besides What If. But I would still love to get maybe an indirect tie-in set, if not an actual set based off the show. I think could be incredible, having like the Penguin minifigure, having whoever he's going to be facing off against in the series, whatever. But regardless, excited for the show. Would love to get a set. And can't wait to see all the leaks and trailers and things like that come out most likely later next year. Then for the final little bit of information here, the Arkham series. Not the Batman Arkham games, but the Arkham Asylum show / GCPD show, whatever this is supposed to be. That is also happening. I don't know when it's filming. It's probably gonna be. It's definitely gonna be after the Penguin, but I don't know when this is gonna be coming out or anything like that. But I'm super excited for it. I think this is a really cool idea for a show. I wonder if it's gonna be like split up between like a GCPD story and then like the Arkham story. So like let's say it's like 8 episodes, right? You do like half of the runtime of every episode, with following the GCPD, following Jeffrey Wright's Commissioner Gordon, amazing Commissioner Gordon, incredible. And you follow Jeffrey Wright's Commissioner Gordon and the GCPD going after some sort of criminal. The Batman's not around for some reason, so the GCPD have to handle it themselves. And then, maybe like some people at Arkham know maybe who this guy is, where he is. That would be awesome. And then the other side would be about the Arkham's the inmates in Arkham would probably be, following the Joker, following the Riddler. Oh man, it could just be a really cool show, and I would love to see it. So, would love to get some sets based off the show, of course. I just thought like maybe like $100 like Arkham Asylum set based off the show would be kind of cool. We haven't gotten an Arkham Asylum in a while. Maybe a little cheaper Arkham Asylum would be kind of nice because usually they're like 150 to. Oh, actually no, that's not true because the 2014 one was $100 and that was an amazing set. But alright, so I guess in that case, another $100 Arkham Asylum based off the series I think could be really cool. With, you know, like the figures could be like a Joker in a jumpsuit, Riddler in like a jumpsuit, Arkham jumpsuit, maybe a few other villains that appear in the series in like jumpsuits and stuff like that. You know, a few like notable guards maybe from the episodes, maybe Commissioner Gordon also, whoever else is in the show. I don't know, just like a little $100 Arkham Asylum set. I think it'd be kind of cool for this series. I don't think they need to, depending on how the series actually ends up being, and how, you know, the show actually is structured. I don't think they need too many sets. I would love to get a set at least, but you know, you don't need like a full wave. Just judging by what I think this show is going to be about. But you know, I think a solid like $100 Arkham Asylum could work pretty well. That's just my personal opinion, though. Anyways, yeah, that's it. That's everything. So, a lot of cool stuff for the Batman universe. I'm so glad this is happening because the Batman again I loved, but yeah, I just can't wait. Really hope Lego takes advantage of these movies, of these shows, and you know makes at least one set for all of them. I would love to see that. That would be really make me happy if Lego at least made like one set. It doesn't have to be too expensive. Hopefully it's not like $10. That's a little low. But you know, like maybe like a $30 set based off the Penguin show of like, I don't know, some sort of play set or something. I don't know. And then with the Arkham series, Arkham show, whatever. Maybe like I said, a $100 Arkham Asylum I think could work pretty well. With the Batman 2, make a full wave, please, of 3 sets, but, you know, more would obviously be better. And then for the Scarecrow, Professor Pig, and Clayface movies, would love to maybe hopefully get at least one set per movie for those as well. But, yeah, that's everything. That's everything for the Batman universe. Cannot wait for all these movies, all these projects to release. I especially can't wait for the Penguin show, because that's probably going to be coming up next on the release schedule, on the release slate for this universe. And cannot wait for that show. Cannot wait to see all this stuff that's going to be coming out when they start filming. And yeah, there you go. So if you enjoyed that video, do the common YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.